These are the first 10 problems on the calculator portion of the first SAT practice test. And for your lesson number, lesson number 6 in test prep. So problem 1 just wants to know straight up, what is the average? So that is the sum over the count. So the count, be careful, is 5. So 5 different people. And that ends up being 9. So now we can have our calculator. How much smaller is p minus 3 than p plus 4? I say pick numbers. So you don't have variable expressions, I get that, but you do have them here. Okay, so even try it when you have variable expressions for the original problem. Sometimes it will work. So I pick 5 and 7 is that difference. It works more often than not. So here's the whole percent increase and decrease concept. And so you're increasing by 12.1% and you're decreasing by 5%. So the way that's represented is add 0.121 to 1 and then subtract 0.05 from 1. So doing percent increase, you can do as many as you want in a row. It's all multiplicative. And so you're just taking that percent and adding it to 1 or subtracting it to 1. So percent increases are like taxes or tips at a restaurant. And then percent decreases are like things that are on sale or at a discount price. And so you multiply those two together, 1.121 times 0.95. And that is the new, so 1.065 rate, the effective. So that's a 0.065 or 6.5% increase. Okay, so what is the median? So you want to get to the middle. So make sure they're in order. Oh my. And so in between 5 and 7, and that would be 6. Pretty simple there. Okay, which of the following is a correct interpretation? So 3 of them are incorrect. And after the 4th month, there were 3 times more zebras than lions. Okay, so it's like the lions took a break here in eating zebras. So 60 to 20. And so that's a 3 to 1. And all the rest of the statements are not true. Problem 6, sum of 3 consecutive integers is 900. So right away, my mind goes to 300 plus 300 plus 300. And then adjust, because these are the same integer, take that down by 1 and that up by 1. So 301 is the largest. So anytime you can figure out things in terms of numbers, do it. Problem 7. Okay, so for the 4th, you can figure that out, is 256. So just, you have your calculator and go through until you get it to work. And then, so what is 2y would equal 4, so y must be 2. Slope calculation. All right, so 1 minus 5 over negative 10/3 minus 2. Just a little teaching for you. A lot of you still are just, your calculator skills are poor. And I don't want you to rely on a calculator ever, but sometimes you have to. And it's just good to know how to do things on a calculator. So there it is. And you get 3/4. So your alpha y equals will bring you to your fraction menu. And the n over d is what you use the most. That just puts a little box over a box wherever you need it. So that's a pretty important skill all the time, I think, on this. So here's another slope calculation, rate of change. So I just picked these 2 points and then subtracted. So second y minus first y over second x minus first x, and gave that value, and so which is closest to it, the negative 120. Anytime you see a scatter plot, I'm going to promise you, you're doing a slow calculation. So pick 2 points. It's the average rate of change. It's a rate. So what I mean by rate is you see something per something. So here, number of, what does that say? Patients per year. That's the rate. I have it right there. Okay. Number 10, to end this. Okay, so how much change should he receive? So first of all, we got to do the 6% tax. So that's 1.06. And then he bought 1.2 kilogram and it's $10 per kilogram. So you got to multiply all of those. And so 1272 is the total price. You need to subtract that from 15 to figure out the change there. So again, here's the tax. So that's 1.06 multiplied by the value. And that is the first 10 on the calculator part of the first practice test for assignment number 6.